coming to you today as a giant vagina because our cultural overlords have decided we can no longer have an objective definition of the word woman, which is why you're seeing men in women's bathrooms and locker rooms and sports teams and prisons. It's also why when some lawmaker asked Supreme Court Justice nominee Ketanji Brown Jackson if she could define the word woman, she replied, "No, I can't. I'm not a biologist." Oh, Ketanji. You know, if I was that lawmaker, I would have asked an immediate follow-up question. I would have been like, "Thank you, Justice Jackson. I was wondering, could you define the term vagina?" What would she have said? "No, I can't. I'm not a gynecologist." Probably. Now, to be clear, I'm no gynecologist, but I like to think I have a pretty good idea of what a vagina is, as I have participated in various activities involving vulvas lo these many years. Maybe not so much now, but when I was a younger man, okay, I'll admit I haven't seen one up close lately, but they can't have changed that much. I'm not that old. I'm 60 years old, not 60 million years old. So yeah, I'm talking about the whole vulva here. All the little associated parts. All the little bits and bulbs, as they say, across the pond. The whole clit and caboodle, as it were. With all this hoopla over the question, what is a woman? I think we should also be asking ourselves the question, what is a vagina? Because the medical establishment is in the business of promoting a process they call vaginoplasty, which is medicalese for inside-out penis. Now, these sex change operations, which is what they used to be called, they're nothing new. I think the first one took place in the 1930s. That couldn't have gone too well. And then some guy did it in the 1950s, and he was in the headlines, and then again in the 70s and so forth. And I was a little kid in the 70s. I remember hearing about Christina Jorgensen, you know, the guy who underwent the sex change operation and was living as a woman. Now, but even as a little kid, I knew it to be bullshit. We all knew it was just some crazy guy who cut off his dick and put on a dress. But it was the 70s, so everyone just rolled their eyes and moved on. By the way, I'd like to witness that first conversation when the first guy ever went into a doctor's office and was like, "Howdy, doc, I'd like you to turn my penis into a vagina." And the doctor looked at it and said, "Yeah, I can do that. I've been practicing on some cadavers." What an asshole.
Vaginoplasty.
Huh?
So anyway, welcome to the 21st century where vaginoplasty is big business. And what happens during vaginoplasty, you might wonder? Well, that's where surgeons take the male genitalia, i.e. the penis and testicles, and they get out their Ginsu knives and they go all Edward Scissorhands and they create what they call a neo-vagina. You know, that's what they call it. But they may as well call it a neo-coconut cream pie, because it's not a vagina. So they start by removing the testicles, of course, and then they lop the head off the penis and split it down the middle like a banana split. And then they take it and tuck it into a hole they create in the perineum, which in common vulgar parlance would be the taint. So the inside lining is made from penile skin, unless of course the patient as a child was put on puberty blockers and therefore has a micro penis and not enough penile skin to make the inside lining, in which case Dr. Frankenstein has to remove part of the bowel to make up the difference. And the labia majora are made from scrotal skin. And I'm sure they fashion some kind of ersatz clitoris out of part of the penis. And the testicles, they just go in the garbage, you know, or maybe they make Soylent Green out of them. I don't know. All I know is I wouldn't order the Rocky Mountain oysters at the restaurant next door to the gender clinic if I were you. But the end result of this vaginoplasty is really just a drastically mutilated penis. You know, it has to be dilated like twice a day with something they call a neovaginal dilator, which is basically some kind of medical dildo, or it'll close up, because that's what wounds do. They close up. Penis is just trying to heal itself. You know, it sounds crazy, but that's how they do it. How did you think they do it? They're not transplanting vaginas off of female cadavers onto male patients. Although I'm sure someone's working on that, which is a scary enough thought. You know, I mean, they transplant a lot of things. Hearts, lungs, kidneys, livers, eyeballs. I read somewhere recently they're taking pig organs and putting them in humans now. Maybe they'll try that with vaginas. You could be having sex with someone with a pig vagina in this stunning and brave new world.
We learn about biological reproduction in school.
we learn about the birds and the bees, and the gametes and the genes. But what is a vagina?
It depends upon what the meaning of the word is. Yes.
So vaginoplasty is how doctors create this neo-vagina, aka neo-vulva, aka franken-vulva, aka Ginsu penis. And I'm not trying to be mean, I'm just calling it what it is. All I can say is, if you think that's a vagina, you really don't have a very high opinion of vaginas. And this neo-vagina, aka neo-vulva, aka franken-vulva, aka Ginsu penis, yeah, das is not eine Vagina. And I know that's not the correct German syntax, or so I've been told, but I'm going to recycle that old joke from The Simpsons, das is not eine Booby, because it's perfectly apropos. Das is not eine Vagina. Eine Vagina? Nein!
Flatware Theatre presents The Adventures of Trans Spoon, starring Fork, Spoon, Gay Fork, and Trans Spoon.
Oh, look, you guys. It's my friend Trent Spoon.
Teaspoon. Oh, not Transpoon, not today.
What's the matter with you, Fork?
Oh, just this whole business of having to pretend a fork is a spoon. It just gets so tiresome and, frankly, quite off-putting.
Why are you such a transphobe?
Not a phobe, I just think the whole thing's
Oh,
ridiculous.
you are so a transphobe.
Oh, nonsense. Quiet, you guys.
Hello, everyone. Hi, Spoon.
Hello, fork. Spoon.
What are you up to today, Spoon?
Oh, you know, just running around doing whatever spoons do on this lovely spring day. Oh, look over there, it's a bowl of soup. I think I'll have some soup.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh. Oh, brother.
Wait a minute. What's going on? Something's wrong with this soup. Someone needs to send it back. Waiter! We can't even find a decent bowl of soup these days. I made a salad earlier, Spoon. Would you like some salad? I don't want a salad. I have a headache. I'm going to go lie down. Oh, I can't get comfortable in this bed. Oh, nothing's going right today. I don't know what's wrong with me. Oh, maybe I'm not the beautiful and stunning Spoon I think I am. Do something, Fork.
Oh, all right. There, now, Spoon. Let me assure you that I can say without hyperbole that never before have I seen such a stunning and beautiful example of a spoon than I see today before me in you, Spoon.
Oh, thank you, Fork. It's very kind of you to say.
Yes, quite.
You know, Fork, I was thinking perhaps you and I should go out and grab a bite to eat sometime. What do you say?
What? Oh, well, that won't work for me because I'm gay, you see. I like forks. Ugh.
I see.
Did I hear somebody say he liked forks? Oh, get away from me, Fork.
So long, everyone. I have to go home and work on my speech. I'm accepting a Spoon of the Year award tomorrow. Ta-ta!
Bye,
Spoon.
Bye.
He can call himself Mary, wear makeup and wigs. He can ingest estrogen and make his chest big. He can remove his penis, I don't give a frig. He can sit down to pee, but he's still not a woman to me.
I mean, if you were my friend and you were thinking about getting this operation, I would definitely try to talk you out of it. I would. I'd be like, wait, can't you just get one of those pubic hair wigs that prostitutes use in the 1800s? What's it called? A merkin? Yeah. Can't you just get a merkin and have a surgeon attach it to the top of your butt crack and call your anus a vagina? You can give it a fancy surgical sounding name like the merkin procedure, you know? And let's be honest, your butthole is every bit as much a vagina as that thing you're talking about doing with your penis. And here's the good news. The merkin procedure is a lot less invasive. A lot less. Okay? Look, before you go through with this, let's at least go see a therapist, okay? No, not the therapist connected to the gender clinic. That's a conflict of interest. Let's go see an independent therapist. Humor me. And if after talking to an independent therapist, you still wanted to mutilate your penis, well then I guess I'd have to say, therapist? What? Going to a therapist about this is like going to a fast food worker for nutritional advice. They might know some stuff, but not enough to make an informed decision. Therapist, come on. Therapy is the fast food of psychiatry. No, what we need is an actual psychiatrist. They have to go to medical school. And if after talking to an actual doctor of psychiatry, you still want to destroy your penis, well, then I guess I would be forced to say, let's get a second opinion. No, seriously, that doctor was a quack. I'm surprised he doesn't identify as a duck. Let's go see another psychiatrist. Humor me. Humor me. And if after talking to a half a dozen psychiatrists, you still wanted to go through with the vaginoplasty, well, then I guess no one's going to stop you because there are plenty of greedy, sadistic assholes. I mean, gender-affirming surgeons out there willing to take your money, or the insurance money, or the taxpayer money, however it works, I don't know.
Working.
Hey, guys. Man, what a day.
What'll I get you, Black?
Give me a beer, Red.
How was work, Black?
Rough day for me, Blonde.
Why, what happened?
You know anything about low-flow shower heads?
No, not really.
Well, the woman I work for got one, and let's just say things don't get as clean, if you know what I mean.
Sounds like a nightmare.
Yeah. Hey, Blonde, what's up with Brown?
Oh, he spent all day covering a neo-vagina.
A Neova, what? What was that like, Brown?
It was weird.
Hot cooter on a stick, that does it. Low-flow shower heads, neo-vaginas, what do they expect from us? I tell you, it's enough to make a merkin want to just give up and jump headfirst into an electric razor.
Working.
So if you're someone wanting to undergo vaginoplasty, you need to know you'll be severely limiting your dating pool. I mean, if you're a gay man thinking that straight men are going to sleep with you, you're going to be sorely disappointed. And likewise, if you're straight and thinking lesbians are going to date you, you're in for a rude awakening. And I'm not trying to be mean. I'm trying to help a brother, sister out, okay? And if you're a man who's thinking about putting his penis inside a neo-vagina, aka Frankengina, aka Ginsu penis, aka penis pocket, then that's your business. I just think you should know what you're getting into. All right? You're not having sex with a woman inside a vagina. You're having sex with a man inside his mutilated penis. You're fucking a dude in the dick, essentially. That's what you're doing. And whatever, maybe there's a small subset of gay men who would be willing to try that. And I say gay because here's the thing. If you want to put your penis inside another man's anus or mouth or mutilated penis, that is very much gay. That is the definition of gay. I mean, compared to putting your penis inside another man's anus, putting your penis inside another man's penis is arguably more gay, to the extent that that's even possible. So if you get this operation, there might be a tiny fraction of a % of gay men who think they're straight who will sleep with you. Or maybe there'll be a woman out there for you. Not a lesbian, of course. No, they're going to be like, I'm not touching that. Das is not eine vagina. You know, but a heterosexual woman with a serious Lorena Bobbitt complex, or a bisexual woman, the ones who are like, I don't care about parts, I love the person, blah, blah, blah. Okay, hippie, all right. But maybe this bisexual hippie chick, she's been with men and women, so she's adept at fellatio and cunnilingus, and she's always wondered what it would be like to, I don't know, eat out a penis. Itchy. This vagina needs a shaving. I hate billionaires as much as the next poor slob, and I'm no huge fan of Jeff Bezos, but being able to go on Amazon and order a giant vagina costume and it's on your doorstep a few days later, I gotta admit, is pretty sweet. Where's the clitoris on this thing? It's not that, right? Wait, am I supposed to be the clitoris? I don't think so. I think it should be down here. I don't know. If I can't find the clitoris in this giant vagina, how am I supposed to do it on a regular sized one? You know what's funny? No one ever calls anyone a clitoris. There are plenty of insulting names based on penises and vaginas, and people call each other boobs, but no one ever calls anyone a clit. Or a testicle, I guess. You can be said to have balls, but no one ever gets called balls or a testicle as an insult. Or an ovary, for that matter. I'm going to start a new trend. I'm going to start calling people clits for fun. It could replace dick in certain instances, like, come on, don't be such a clit. Or, that's a total clit move. Instead of shit for brains, you could say, you're a real clit for brains. You know that? Yeah, let's see how that goes.